Morning, guys. Happy Thursday morning. So I'm going to do this one a little different from you here. I'll give you something of a gardening video, but totally along the lines of prepper videos that maybe you don't think about. Okay, a lot of us talk about being gray man and doing all that, and I'm a big proponent in hiding stuff in plain sight. Okay, that you don't think about. But one of the things that a lot of us have talked about is, what are you going to do when you can't go to the drugstore? Okay, I'm on medicines or whatever it is, right? Something happened. And it's amazing that all this stuff that we could use is in our yard, and yet we decide to put chemicals in our body instead. Okay. And I'm going to show you just a few things. This is how silly it is, all right? Because, again, hiding in plain sight. So maybe it's in your flower garden. So let's just kind of take a look at a couple of things. Here's a plant right there, okay? See a little orange flower on it now. The plant is called tick seed, Tickseed. It's a type of coreopsis, okay? Well, what's that good for? You can dry out the flowers on it, and it's good for internal bleeding or cramps or stomach pain or, like this one, menstrual issues. Okay? Something that's in your garden. Let's take a look at this one, okay? This one right here is salvia, or basically sage, okay? Probably use this for cooking, anything of the sort. You can use that for ulcers, diarrhea, hypoglycemia, okay? Those are good things to have. The one that everybody probably knows, and I'll flip over to this here, right there, elderberry, okay? Plant it in the garden, no problem. All right, what's elderberry good for? It's a good anti-inflammatory or an anti-anxiety medicine that you can use the berries for, okay? This is one I always love. This is one that Mountaintop Prepper, my friends up at the top of the hill, told me about. And this you're going to laugh at. This is all over my yard, okay? It's basically what my yard's made out of, okay? It's weeds, right? Plantain. And you can make a little salve out of it, or simple enough as chew on it for a little bit, get it wet, and put it on, I don't know, bee stings, mosquito bites. Pick it. It basically will take the itch and the pain away. So, something like that was very good. Let's take a walk over to the, mind you, I'm in one little garden in my front yard. A lot of you guys probably have these, black-eyed Susans, okay? We all know, all right? But do you know that they have medicinal value as well, okay? And some weird ones too. If you get worms of some sort, it's an anti-wormer. It's good against snake bites. Or you can use it in to get rid of earaches. How about something just as simple as that? Sorry, I gotta pick stuff up here, so I'm gonna walk around to the other side. And these are all things that you probably have in your yard somewhere, or can easily do. Here's one I know you probably have, or will be pretty soon this time. How about chrysanthemums? Okay, how many of us don't plant mums in the fall? Okay, and I just keep the same one, and I keep growing it over and over and over again. All right, mums. This one's why it's important to me. Mum's good for respiratory issues, high blood pressure, and hyperthyroid. Okay, this is what I'm getting to, guys. I'm just walking around my yard, and here's all the medicines that I can literally have. So here's another good one for you. Now I'm out in the backyard. Okay, flip this. A lot of you probably have those. Purple cone flowers, echinacea. Okay, what's echinacea good for? Well, You're not going to get Dayquil or NyQuil in an SHTF event. There's your cold medicine. Okay? You know, start just looking at some of this stuff. One more, and I've got to walk back. I forgot as I was out in the front yard because something else is all over my yard. Let's see if we get back to it here. All right. Right yonder. There you go. How about white clover? How many of y'all got white clover all over your yard? Now, not that this is one that we hope that we're going to have to worry about, but white clover makes a good relaxing tea, and it's also good for gout. Now, there are a ton of different medicinal uses for all sorts of plants, all right? And, you know, you're going to go, well, I don't know what I've got and everything. Most of us have a smartphone. There is an app. It's called Picture This. That's all it is. Go on the App Store and find the app called Picture This. Literally, it's free. And you can go take a picture with your phone of whatever plant is in your yard. Okay, and I'd advise everybody to do this sooner rather than later. Okay, but you can take a picture of the plant and go, oh, okay, this is wild geraniums, this is white clover, this is red clover, whatever, and start creating a list of the plants that are there in your yard. And I mean, literally, we all know there's thousands of different things that you have access to without ever leaving your property. But make a list of what they're good for. Like I said, if you got wild geraniums, go look up medicinal uses for wild geraniums, and then, oh, gee, you dry the leaves and you make a tea out of it, or you make a tincture out of it, or, oh, you make a salve out of it, or something of the sort. But keep that little library for yourself. Now, while you have the access to the internet, I mean, yes, I know everybody says buy books and everything, and I'm not going to disagree with that. But it's a whole lot easier for me, at least now, if I can go out and snap a quick picture of something and say, oh, that's what it is, and then pop it into DuckDuckGo or Bing or Google or whatever you use as a browser and say, what are the medicinal uses for it, and print out that page, or, write the page, write the information down, what you need to do, what a recipe is for any sort of medicine, and you got it. I mean, like I said, my friends up top, Mountaintop Prepper, told me about the plantain stuff, which worked, and because I had a bunch of chigger bites on my ankle, and she's like, oh, do this. Sure enough, by that afternoon, they were gone, okay? She also had made a salve out of dandelions, olive oil, and honey, I believe it was. And it was a pain salve. So think of like an icy hot or something like that. I kid you not, I put this on my back after working hard. And I won't say the pain was totally gone, but I was definitely moving again. I wasn't bent over, at a 45-degree angle at my waist, worn out. So, she made a real good comment one day, that God put everything on the face of the earth that we need. It's all there. It's just a matter of us going to find it. And the chemical companies obviously don't want you to know that stuff in your backyard will do just as good, or do well. Let's not say do just as good, but you're not putting chemicals in your body. But in an SHTF event, if this is all you got, it's better than nothing. And for me, just knowing that chrysanthemums help with high blood pressure, that makes me a happy camper, because that's my health issue that I worry about more than anything else. So take a look and see what you got, guys. You might be surprised at the knowledge you can gain. But like I said, check out that app, Picture This, and use it. Make yourself a little library. It's a different way of looking at gardening, but hey, the flowers bring the bees, which pollinate my vegetables, and hey, if the flowers can also save my life, more power to it. Have a good Thursday, guys. Pinball out.